6 games hosting the Expos. Ace Kevin Millwood looking for his 14th win. The Phillies currently going on a stretch where they played 27 games in 27 days. And in day 16, 5-10 so far. 2 on for Will Cordero, 2-2 count. Millwood's pitch, I mean, that looks like strike 3. You're out of there, but the home plate ump, Alfonso Marquez, instead calls it ball 3, not strike 3. Larry Bowa not thrilled. Cordero next pitch takes advantage. Will Cordero, who was 1 for 14 against Millwood before that, home run. Cordero's 14th home run of the year. Millwood is disgusted. So is Larry Bowa. He comes out to talk to his pitcher. The home plate ump comes to break up the talk. Bowa has some words for Marquez. Marquez gives Bowa the hook. Bowa just sticking up for his pitcher. Tough call. Bowa's 6th ejection of the year. Yeah, he's fun to watch, all right. First and third for Jim Thome. Down the line that goes. Jimmy Rollins would score. We're tied at 3 on the RBI single by Thome. You got to figure Jim Thome is an MVP candidate, although no contest with Bonds around. Next batter, Pat Burrow. That's a rope, and that goes in the corner. Bobby Abreu had scored 4-3. Phil's on the double. Bottom 6, 7-3. Phil's running away with his Jim Thome. He's been lifting. Jim Thome, 3 for 4, 2 RBI. That is his 39th home run of this season. 8-3 the final. Phillies.
All right, so the Phils win. The Marlins had to do the same to retain a share of the top spot in the wild card. Josh Beckett was pitching against Pittsburgh, facing Jack Wilson in the top of the 6th. Strikes Wilson out on the fastball, 1 down. 2 batters later against Max Stairs, gets him 2 down. Next batter, Reggie Sanders. Check swing on the 2-seam fastball. They appeal and get the call, so Beckett strikes out the side. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down, 1st and 2nd. Derek Lee, base hit to left. Stairs throws home. Ball gets away from Jason Kendall. Luis Castillo and Ivan Rodriguez score, make it 3-0 Fish. Top 7. Protecting that 3-0 lead. Beckett against Rob McCoyak with 1 down, gets him on the curve, 2 outs. Next batter is Abraham Nunez, gets him with a 2-seamer. Beckett struck out 7. Facing Jack Wilson in the 8th, hits the bouncer to Alex Gonzalez. Nice barehanded play to get Wilson. And Ugi Urbina on to get Reggie Sanders, gets him to end the inning. And the Marlins blank the Buccos 3-0.
Barry Bonds and the Giants hosting the Rockies. Bonds batting .421, 8 for 19 with 2 homers in his career against Jason Jennings. Giants down 1-0 in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 1 out for Bonds. Of course, Jennings intentionally walks Bonds. He knows his history. Base is now full after an Alfonso strikeout. Rich Aurelia. 2nd grand slam of the season for him. The 11th home run for Aurelia, the New York native. 4-1 Giants. It's 5-4 now. Rockies down, top of the 5th. Kirk Reeder to Todd Helton, no doubt. 2-run homer for Helton, his 28th. It's now 6-5 Colorado, but we're tied in the bottom of the 9th. Guayan Fuentes to Bonds, 1 on. Sometimes you don't need the long ball. This one's off the wall. Bonds will take the single. JT Snow will move over to 3rd. Eric Young pinch running for Snow at 3rd. Your next batter in the box, Edgardo Alfonso. Alfonso gets under it. Larry Walker looking to make a play. Here comes his throw home, way off. Young dives home safely, and the Giants, with their best home record in baseball, wins another one at Pac Bell Park, 7-6.
Arizona picking up bad time to have a 4-game losing streak. They brought it into San Diego. Already 2-0 Padres in the bottom of the 2nd. Mark Loretta gets the hit off Miguel Batista. Sean Burrows coming home to score. 3-0 Padres. Loretta went 3 for 4. Next batter's Brian Giles. Little inside-out swing. He's going to drive in Loretta. Batista was touched up for 7 runs in the bottom half of the 2nd inning alone. Giles went 3 for 4. Top 7, Brian Lawrence is still in there. Rod Barajas, the liner. Mark Loretta hanging out there to make the nice play and a blowout win. To the NL wild card standings. While you look at the numbers, I'll tell you, would Grady take another jab at Manny? Here's Ramirez back after missing some 5 games. His first at bat, lines a single to right off Mark Burley, and Manny was off to a good start. Next batter, David Ortiz. Ortiz has been on a tear with big power numbers. He'll take the single to left. That would score Nomar, and the Red Sox were on their way. They had a 1-0 lead. This game, though, was far from over. This was a wild affair. Let's go to the bottom of the 3rd. White Sox down 1-0. Man on first for Carlos Lee. Lee's going to send one to center field. Johnny Damon there can't make the play. White Sox tie it. Hey, Johnny, what happened out there?
I normally catch that. It's an easy play, but just didn't get it done. Maybe the hair slowed me down a little bit.
How refreshing. A modern-day athlete poking some fun at himself. In between innings, Derek Lowe, frustrated. Next inning, still tied. Carl Everett lines one to center. A Sports Center top 10 nominee, Damon, able to make the catch and double up Maglio Ordonez, maybe making up for his error.
See, he's giving me his props, too.
It's all about the props. Top of the 8th. Sox are down a run. Here's Ortiz off Scott Sullivan. And Damon has a thank you note to write.
Thank you, Minnesota, for letting us have him.
Ortiz has been on a tear there, the 2-run shot. Bottom 8, Chicago's down a run. Jose Valentin off Mike Timlin. Get out of town. That tied the game at 4. We go to the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 4. Byung-Hyun Kim is in for the Red Sox. Maglio Ordonez is locked in for Chicago. Rips one to left. Manny, more than an offensive player. The quick relay to Nomar. If you're calling for Aaron Rowland, leave a message at the beep. We'll call you when he gets home. And again, props to the outfield for making a play. Next batter's Willie Harris. Kim gets him looking, and the Red Sox out of trouble. We go to bonus cantos, the top of the 10th. David Ortiz. Damon might want to send another thank you note to Minnesota. The solo shot, second of the game, put Boston up 5-4. Bottom 10, 2 down for Joe Creedy. Are we going 11 innings? Creedy just not far enough. Kim and the Red Sox survive the White Sox 5-4-10 in a wild affair. Wonder what Minnesota is thinking right about now. David Ortiz, 9 homers in his last 13 games.
States, you got it. Wednesday, KC is in Texas. Thursday, a makeup game in Kansas City, Missouri against the D-backs. And Friday in Anaheim. Top of the 4, tie game. Mike Sweeney, a .319 hitter, tries to bunt, and it is nearly caught by Todd Green. Take another look right off the lip of his glove, so Sweeney stays alive. How dangerous. Same at-bat for Mike Sweeney. Boom, his 4th triple of his career. That's off of John Thompson. That'll score Joe Randa. In fact, Sweeney, Randa, and Beltran each with RBIs in the 4th inning, which would prove to be a big inning for the Royals. And then check this out. Tony Pena showing Sweeney how it's done with a bunt and spanks him. This is cable. We can show that. 3-1 Royals, 1 on, 2 out. Jimmy Gobble. Gobble striking out Hank Blaylock. A-Rod and Palmel went hitless against Gobble in the Royals' victory.
Angels and Twins provided maybe the most bizarre finish by any team all season. Grant Balfour making his first start with the Twins. Balfour, pitcher's name? Well, he didn't walk anybody there. Sean Wooten. Did he get it all? Yes. Shannon Stewart gives you the A effort. Watch this, off his glove, but it goes for the home run. Wooten 6th. There's a 2-run shot. Angels on a 4-0 lead. Juan Rincon against Tim Salmon with a runner on in the 7th. The pitch gets by A.J. Przinsky. Jeff Devannon would go to 3rd. 5 pitches later, strike 3, but it gets by Przinsky again. Salmon goes for 1st. Devannon comes running home. Devannon safe. Salmon safe. Bottom 9, 2 outs.
And here's the pitch. A line shot. It's a fair ball down the left field line. Justin Moore to 3rd. He's going to send him. He's going to try to send him. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw. Oh, he's safe. He knocked it loose. Safe. The ball gets away. Stewart's going to score. Twins win. Oh, my, what a finish.
You might see that a few hundred more times during this show. Shannon Stewart was the player at the plate who hit the ball. Dustin Moore scores, slams into Benji Molina, knocks the ball away. Stewart comes all the way around for the winning run. Molina, by the way, broke his left wrist on the play. The AL Central gets a little tighter. Of everything you'd expect in a heated rivalry. Dan Harron's the Cards starting pitcher at the plate. Matt Clement hits him on the hand. Harron would take his base, he'd be okay. Let's go to the bottom 30. It's Clement's turn, right? Sure. Right back at you. Both benches would be warned, and Tony La Russa didn't particularly take to his warning all that well. Here comes Dusty. Are you talking to me? Are you pointing at me? I'm pointing at you. They would continue to argue from their respective dugouts and said after the game they would talk about it in private and not in the media. Felix Sanchez, in his Major League debut with the bases loaded, J.D. Drew welcomes him to the bigs. Grand slam. Cardinals at a 6-0 lead. But here come the Cubs, down 7-3, 2 down. Moises Alou off Russ Springer. Get out of town, his 20th of the season. We've got a 7-5 ball game, and here we go. How about the bottom of the 8th now? Cubs down 7-6. Cardinals bring Woody Williams in for his first relief appearance since June of '96. How did he do? Not that well. Mark Grudzielanek hits it into the gap in right center. It's an RBI triple as Tony Womack scored, and we're tied at 7-all. Of course, it's Sammy time. Or not. Williams gets him to pop out to Albert Pujols at first. So now there's 2 down. A little trickier than it looked. Next batter is Moises Alou. Alou gonna drive one to left. That scores Grudzielanek. The Cubs go on to win 8-7. Alou 5 for 5 on a 4 RBI day.
Astros, Dodgers, you know, they play out west, a pennant race. Is that an advantage, knowing all the final scores from the day before taking the field? We asked that to Joe Morgan. Joe?
If you're on the West Coast and you look up and the other team lost, it could give you an incentive that day. But by the same token, you look up and they won, it could bother you. So I really don't know if there is a big advantage, but let's give it to the East.
All right, Joe, top of the first, no score. Astros bags full. Richard Hidalgo, money, 2 for 4, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored. It's 2-0 Astros as Bags and Kent come in to score. Next batter, Jeff Blum. Looking for space and gets it. Down the line it goes. Lance Bergman, Hidalgo would score. Blum 1 for 3, those 2 RBIs. Suddenly it's 4-0 Houston, and that would be all Jeremy Robertson would need. Looking for his 13th win, facing Sean Green. Sean Green admitting that he is bothered by a bad shoulder, probably needs surgery on it after the season, and Robertson picks on him. And the Astros pick on the listless Dodgers by the score of 8-2. So let's see what we look like in the hunt for October, the NL Central playoff race. The Astros. Russ Ortiz looking for his 19th win. Gets away from Javi Lopez. Runners advance. Wild pitch for Ortiz, allowed 6 runs in 5 innings. Jorge Velandia, he had 2 hits. That one is smoked. Andrew Jones shaking his tail feather but can't catch up to it. Ty Wigington and Raul Gonzalez would score on Velandia's 2 RBI triple. Top of the 5th now, 2 out. Vinny Castilla up against Steve Traxel, working on his 14th win. Uh-oh, that hurt. Castilla right off his lower quad. It's a bruised right thigh for him. He'd have to leave the game. He is day-to-day. 5-1 Mets in the 5th. Timo Perez, he's been lifting. He's 4th of the year. Mets win despite homers by Chipper Jones and Javi Lopez. Hey, there's no explanation for why Russ Ortiz did not walk out of Shea with a win on Wednesday. He loves facing the Mets in September, during the day and on the road. Jason Giambi, career worst 0 for 24 slump. Hasn't had a hit since August 23rd. Top of the 1st, right to work, 0-2 count again. Escobar strikes him out. Now 0 for 25, his career worst. In the 4th, that would change finally. It's deep and it's gone. He got a hit. His 36th home run of the year, but Bernie Williams and Hideki Matsui went hitless in this game. It's been a big problem for the Yankees of late. Josh Phelps to Mike Messina. Messina throw to second. Alfonso Soriano, he never touched second. Take another look. What happened there? The second baseman never touched second. Throwing error charge to Messina. That runner, Greg Myers, would score. The tying run on a sac fly. Tie game, 1 on, 1 out. Greg Myers. Bernie thinks he's got it covered, but no. Myers 3 for 4. The Blue Jays find a way to beat the Yankees 4-3.
Indians and Tigers, because the schedule says so. We pick it up bottom 11, tied at 5. Jose Santiago against Shane Halter.
High fly ball into deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a home run. It's gone.
A walk-off home run for Shane Halter. And the Tigers celebrate at home plate. Detroit's won 2 in a row. There's a happy fan who has himself a souvenir. Why is it the foul pole? If it hits it, it's a fair ball. Tigers win a laugher. The A's in Baltimore. Orioles came in scoreless their last 29 innings. Well, that's over. Bottom of the first, Larry Bigby base hit. Jose Guillen bobbles it, allows Bigby to get to second. On the throw-in, it gets away. That allows Luis Matos to score. 2 errors on the play for Guillen, and it's 1-0 O's. 4 batters later, now 3-0. Tim Hudson drills Melvin Mora. A message, perhaps? Rodrigo Lopez throws behind Tejada. Both benches warned. Q, La Russa, and Dusty Baker. Later in the at-bat, Tejada, the best kind of payback, right through the box, off of Lopez's glove. Bottom of the third, Hudson comes up and in on Mora as he squares to bunt. Later in the inning, second and third, Davy Cruz, RBI ground out. Scott Hatteberg throws to third as B.J. Surhoff tries to advance. Ball hits Surhoff. He scores. 5 errors in the game for the A's, and they're blown out.
What about the Mariners in Tampa Bay? Doug Wechter making his first Major League start. He hails from St. Pete, a city not known for producing major leaguers, but its sister city, Tampa, sure is. How about pitcher Doc Gooden? And don't forget about slugger Fred McGriff. And, of course, Gary Sheffield. All hailing from Tampa. Back to Wednesday with his mom, Nancy, at the ballpark, watching Doug Wechter striking out Edgar Martinez. 1-0 D-Ways when Wechter gets Brett Boone. 2 batters later, Mike Cameron can't figure out Doug Wechter. Pitching great. Bottom 3 still 1-0 though, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay needs some runs. Here comes Aubrey was his name. Aubrey Huff with 2 on. Huff just crushes that pitch by Freddie Garcia. Huff 3 for 3, 4 RBIs. He's got 8 homers in his last 12 games. That was his 28th homer of the year. Wechter rolling, getting Jamal Strong. Doug Wechter becoming the first Tampa Bay pitcher to throw a shutout in his first Major League start. He allowed just 2 hits, 7 Ks, going 9 in the 7-0 win. So here's your standings. Out west, A's with that 2-game